Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Dr. Fuad. My name is NURIN BINTI SHAMSUL. Our topic assignment for today is about the urban poverty and quality of life in Malaysia. Without further ado, let's start. Urban poverty is the total percentage of people who live in urban areas. In Malaysia, annual rate of urbanization has increased from 75.45% in 2017 to 77.7% in 2021. Economic development and activities result in higher societal costs, which make people live in urban poverty and affect their quality of life. Poverty line income and median income of household earning can measure urban poverty for absolute and relative poverty. For example, IKASE provides that Kuala Lumpur have at least 6,100 poor households and 4,500 of hardcore poor households. As a result, first thing they may experience is the lack in their housing conditions. Inadequate of affordable house, setting up slum and squatters, which lead to sick building syndrome. Secondly, poor health status happen when people living in health-threatening homes with lack of health provision. Lastly is about the social support. Lack of social support from surrounding, like families, relatives, and community influence higher reporting of poor health status, which affect the quality of life of people who live in urban poverty.
Assalamualaikum, my name is ATHIRAH binti AZLI and I will explain on the conflict theory. Based on the issue that have been explained before, there are several theories related to this issue that can be linked. Among them are functionalism, conflict theory, symbolic interactism. These three theories can be linked to the issue that have been presented because these issues are related to social problems. For this article, the most suitable theory is conflict theory. Conflict theory was introduced by Karl Marx, the father of communism. This article mentioned on the problem that arise that related to quality of life and housing condition. Where this article tried to explain the relationship between the housing condition and quality of life, which is related to the urban poor. Conflict theory has stated that the stratification or no status exists because they, the poor people, lack of opportunity and have been discriminated against by the people who have the power. The discrimination can be against people in need, gender and skin color. According to the conflict theory, it has also stated that there are two main points that are important, which is the dominant group and also the oppressed group. This dominant group is usually from the group that has power, where they can influence in a lot of things such as law, media and institution. Conflict theory has stated that every conflict cannot be resolved as a whole. This is because the conflict will always continue to occur. For this article, it can be said that the conflict that occurs is between two parties, namely government and also poor people. From the perspective of these poor people, they feel that the government has used their legal power to control them. Here, there has been a conflict because the poor people are not satisfied with the government. Due to the dissatisfaction of the people, the government has taken the initiative to resolve this conflict by providing health facility, housing program for the poor and many more. Therefore, all the facilities and programs created are to resolve this conflict that arise.
Social change is a process that describes how society experiences change over time. Changes that happen in relation to the community either happen slowly or rapidly. These social changes to some extent interfere with the sustainability of society, especially the poor in our country. Poverty is an issue that is familiar to the whole world because almost every country experiences poverty, both in developed and developing countries. Poverty experienced by the population is a major challenge of the global community, especially in Asian and Pacific continents. The main precondition of a community to create a peaceful and happy atmosphere is through the sustainability of life. Improving the sustainability of life has become an agenda in the development of the country. Is one of the 6 key result areas of the nation and KRA. In achieving sustainability of life, we must address the issue of urban poverty. This shows that the quality of life of rural community is different from urban communities. The poor community struggles to occupy their needs to achieve sustainability and survival. Significant increases of urban population in a short span of time contributes to high speed of urban expansion, which causes various problems for local government, especially in fulfilling the provision of services and infrastructures, creating job opportunities, and providing houses for urban dwellers. Excessive urban growth leads to escalating economic and social costs such as rentals, transport, housing, land and space, drugs, crime, social problems, and so on. It also contributes to signify the problems such as inadequate amenities and shortage of housing, which deteriorates the living standard of the urban population. Rapid urbanization causes increasing diseconomies like environmental deterioration, pollution, congestion, diseases, squatters, improper dumping of garbage, and mismanagement in sanitation services. Excessive urban growth imposes the burden of employment generation, increases in unemployment rate, and consequently, incidence of poverty. The acceleration of urbanization contributes to uneven distribution of development benefits between urban areas and urban-rural areas, which creates some degree of regional imbalances. If the regional imbalances become wider, it affects negatively the national integration and unity.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Muhammad Syaffi bin Abdul Aziz and I will present about decision making. So, we agree that urban poverty is deteriorating the quality of life of the people in Malaysia. Therefore, for the issues of the quality of life in terms of housing conditions, health status and social support should become one of the socio-economic indicators in measurement of urban poverty in Malaysia instead of only measured by using poverty line income PLI. Failures to address the issues of the quality of life of the urban poor might cause the group to be continuously marginalized in the society and deprived of their basic needs that are necessary for pleasant life.
Assalamualaikum. The first solution is courses, training and community development. The government has already spent millions of ringgit to ensure the poor, especially in those urban areas, have a particular set of surviving skills program and also other related courses that focuses on various levels of society are actually planned based on these specific goals. This is because the development of courses and training will have a direct impact towards strengthening the human capital development in becoming more competitive and also sustain in the long run. Apart from that, the government can also provide more social welfare programs to help the urban poor in many aspects. I believe that this is one of the solutions to reduce poverty as well as improve the quality of life. The second solution is financial support. In this context, this solution is directly to the community groups that has entrepreneurship backgrounds such as hawkers and also petty traders. These communities are considered as poor groups in urban areas because they always encounter the problem of lack of financial capital and also the challenge to obtain extra capital. Furthermore, the government can also provide temporary licenses or permits for them setting up small businesses in the neighborhood. Other government agencies such as Bank Negara Malaysia, SMIDAC, Tabung Ekonomi Kumpulan Usahawan Niaga, or known as the National Entrepreneurial Economic Fund, Tekun, Majlis Amanah Rakyat, or known as People's Trust Fund, MARA, Hijrah Selangor, Zakat Institution, and the ministries in the central government also use this supporting model to reduce the rate of poverty among petty traders and also hawkers. Hence, with the existence of this solution, it can help to reduce poverty and also boost the quality of life in urban areas.
The values learned from the assignment discussion are firstly able to gain new knowledge regarding urban poverty. We learned that urban poverty has deteriorated their quality of life in terms of housing conditions, health status, and social support. Therefore, the government should make the quality of life become socio-economic indicators measuring urban poverty. This is because excessive urban growth will lead to uneven distribution of development benefits. Therefore, a common PLI to measure urban poverty will underestimate them. Next is able to use critical thinking skills. Firstly, we use observation to notice the urban issue in which the urban poverty. Secondly, the analysis to interpret information regarding the issue of urban poverty in their quality of life. Thirdly, the inference to draw conclusions based on the relevant information about the urban poverty's quality of life that we are able to identify. Fourthly, the communication to share knowledge for possible solutions for the assignment. Lastly, problem solving to execute the solutions in the assignment.
In conclusion, urban poverty affected people's quality of life by looking at the housing conditions, health status, and social support. Urbanization and urban poverty arise when there are economic activities increase rapidly in certain areas. Thus, the action can be taken by the authorized body are by providing financial support and enhance community development in order to help people in the urban poverty. That's all from us. Thank you.